and we were not expecting it to be this cold.
We were not expecting this cold or this wind, and so it's gonna be an adventure.
Well, hey there guys, we're at the Great Smoky Mountains National Park and we've got one day to explore the area. So we're gonna try to fit in as much as we can to give you guys a taste of the Smokies.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The first thing we're gonna do is to drive the 11-mile Cades Cove Scenic Loop.
Yeah, there's lots of mountain views, potential to see some wildlife, which we've already seen a bear.
We saw a bear on the way here.
Yeah, that's awesome. There should be some old homesteads and a church or two out there. And so we're looking forward to taking this drive and taking you along with us.
It's always on the list of America's most beautiful places, so we got to check it out. We just saw another bear.
Yes!
It's so exciting.
We saw a crowd gathered on the side of the road, and sure enough, there was a bear out there grazing. Always a treat to see them. You're never guaranteed you're going to see them out here, and so when you do, 2 in 1 day, it's kind of a special treat.
It is.
So if you look closely on the screen, there is a mom and 3 of her cubs out there. Just a gorgeous sight with the mountain backdrop. Well, there are lots of places to explore on this 11-mile loop. Plenty of opportunities to pull over to the side of the road and take in the scenes. There are a number of trails that you can access from this loop. And then there are places like where we're at right now, which is the Cable Mill Historic Area.
Yeah, it's been kind of neat to get out and explore this area, see all the historic buildings.
Yes.
This is about mile 9, and it's also the only place on the one-way loop that has a restroom.
Yeah, so if you don't go here, you're not going unless you find something in the woods.
Right.
Well, that was awesome. We
was.
just saw a mom with 3 very small cubs.
Yeah, and just a little bit back, we had seen a mom with 3 older cubs.
Yeah, that puts our bear count for today at 9. That is an amazing loop
It
that
is.
we had this morning. I know, by the way, there were also some beautiful mountain views and
True.
you know, some turkeys and deer out
And
there
all the
as well.
historic buildings.
Yeah, but the bear stole the show
Yeah.
today, didn't
Yes,
they?
they did.
Well, we've driven just outside of Cades Cove Loop to a picnic area where we're going to stop for some lunch, and then we will check in with you guys afterwards for more adventures for the day. So we're on our way to Laurel Falls to do a short hike there. We saw a roadside pullout for Meigs Falls, so we decided to take a look at it as well.
Yeah, we never miss a chance to see a waterfall.
Well, we're on the Laurel Falls Trail. It is a 2.6 mile out and back.
Yeah, it's kind of broken pavement.
It was paved at one time, but
right.
now it's a multi-surface trail.
Right, right.
There is a bit of climbing on this trail, but it's not too bad.
No, it's not bad.
Not too bad. It's steady though.
Yeah.
Whew. The lower falls took a little bit more work to get the shot. We are very patient with our shot taking, and so I know it looks like there's nobody out here, but trust me, it is very, very busy.
This is a very busy trail.
It's one of the most popular ones in the national park because it is accessible to a lot of people and has a pretty good payoff, and it's only 2.6 miles round trip.
Right.
The parking lot is packed much of the day, and I had a bit of work to do to get the camper van parked today.
He is pretty amazing at parking that thing. He can get us into spots that I would never be able to do. I wouldn't even try it.
I like the challenge of it. There's a little teeny tiny space. I'm usually like, hold my Dr. Pepper Zero. There's a little bit of mountain peeking through, Paula.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Well, we finished up the Laurel Falls Trail, and it was really pretty.
It was really nice. That and Meigs make a nice 1-2 punch if you like waterfalls.
They do. Now it's time to head up to Clingmans Dome.
Yeah, Clingmans Dome is the highest point in the Smoky Mountains. It's the highest point in Tennessee, and it's the highest point in the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah, and we hear it's a little windy up there. It's always cooler up there, but today it's supposed to be a little windy.
Well, we made it to the Clingmans Dome parking lot, where we're going to take the short hike up to the observation tower, and from there we're going to connect with the 3.6 mile out and back to Andrews Bald. And we were not expecting it to be this cold.
We were not expecting this cold or this wind, and so it's going to be an adventure.
Yeah, it's in the 20s up here right now, but we're going to get started and see what the day has for us. Is that you back there breathing hard?
It is. It's a good climb.
This is a straight up from the parking lot, isn't it?
It is.
We've been here a number of times, but I've forgotten it's a little steep.
Oh, I didn't forget.
You didn't. It's all coming back, isn't it?
I knew it.
That is brutal cold up here.
Runny noses and freezing fingers.
Oh my gosh, that is as cold as I have been in a while.
No. we're not in Florida anymore.
So we made it back to the parking lot and connected to the Andrews Bald trailhead.
And we got to keep moving so we can get warmed up.
Yes. There is still quite a bit of ice out here, so we've got to navigate rather carefully. May take a little bit longer, but we'll get there safely. Warming up any?
Not much.
Gotta say, Paula, that's pretty cool. Well, we made it to Andrews Bald, and it has not disappointed.
There are views all around. It is gorgeous.
It is just beautiful out here. Still quite windy.
But the sun is out. Other than the wind, it's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day. We're going to spend just a few minutes up here looking around before we head back. We'll show you what we see. Amazing. Just beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
Man. There's just under 900 feet of climbing on this trail, and most of it is in the last mile back up to the parking lot.
It's been lots of huffing and puffing on the way back up.
We're getting there though. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Do you guys hear that? The sound of silence. We are safe back in our camper van where there is no wind and it is warm and toasty.
Yeah, we were glad to get back here, but that was a
Definitely.
great hike.
It was a beautiful hike, wasn't it?
It was.
Even with all the wind, the views out there on Andrews Bald were really, really cool.
It was.
Definitely recommend that you add that to your hike if you come up to Clingmans Dome. It is definitely worth it, I think. But we've got to move on. We're burning daylight, so let's head on to the next thing. So we drove to Pigeon Forge to camp for the night and to get dinner at the Old Mill Restaurant.
It's beautiful outside right now, but rain is in the forecast, so we hope we don't have to wait too long.
Yeah,
we might get wet.
We don't want to get wet, right?
Because we have to walk back to our camper van at the campground across the city park from here.
Plus, I never like to wait too long for good food anyway.
Sure.
Well, both of our meals came with their signature corn chowder, corn fritters, which are basically hush puppies, fresh bread, and side salads.
We ordered southern fried chicken and pot roast. We're going to share them, and they also come with mashed potatoes and green beans.
Looks good.
It does.
Just like Grandma used to make. Good news for us is dessert is included with your meal here. So we ordered up some chocolate cake and blackberry cobbler with vanilla ice cream.
Because the meals here are huge, we even have some leftovers for a great meal tomorrow.
Well, we made it back to our camper van and we are soaked.
The food was delicious at the restaurant, but we had to run back to our campground.
We waited and waited for it to pass, kept looking at the radar, and it's going to be raining for hours on and off, and so we got drenched, but that's okay. It was worth it. The food was amazing. We had been wanting some southern fried, some good old southern specialties for a while now, and what better place to get that than in Tennessee? It was reminded me of Sundays after church at Grandma's house, only this food might have been a little bit better than Grandma's. Don't tell Grandma. But it was awesome. We had a great day in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Wish we had another week or two here to explore. We'll be back in the fall if all goes well. But we've got to get out tomorrow. We've got reservations at our next stop, which we'll tell you about in our next episode.
That's it for our mission. What's your mission?
Do you want to relocate to Cades Cove after our trip?
Pretty nice.
We'll see if it's available on Zillow. Yeah. Is this thing on? That was really cool.
That's beautiful.
It had it had something. I don't know what it was. We're at the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. We've got one day to wait for cars to go by. Well, hey there, guys. It's Jimmy here. Our mission in every episode of this vlog is to share one of our fun-filled adventures with you guys. But our greater mission in life is to share our hope and happiness with you. One of the ways we do this is by giving away digital copies of my book, There Is Joy for You, which we believe will help you in your own spiritual journey. You can get it at no cost by dropping by jimmybrown.com, scrolling down to the book, and clicking on the download button to read it on your favorite device. There is no list to join and no price to pay. It's just our way of trying to be a blessing to you. It's only 39 pages long, so it won't take you long to read it. I hope you'll check it out. You want it, I want it, we all want it. The good news is God wants us to have it too. There is joy for you.